about this story is that it's a story of risk, it's a story of failure, but it's also a story of adventure. Let's take a look at it. Matthew chapter 14, starting with verse 22. It says this: Immediately after this, Jesus made his disciples get back into the boat and cross to the other side of the lake, while he sent the people home. Afterward, he went up into the hills by himself to pray. Night fell while he was there alone. Meanwhile, the disciples were in trouble far away from land, for a strong wind had risen, and they were fighting heavy waves. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus came to them, walking on the water. And when the disciples saw him, they screamed in terror, thinking he was a ghost. But Jesus spoke to them at once. "It's all right," he said. "I'm here. Don't be afraid." Then Peter called to him, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you by walking on water." "All right, come," Jesus said. So Peter went over to the side of the boat and walked on the water towards Jesus. But when he looked around at the high waves, he was terrified and he began to sink. "Save me, Lord," he shouted. Instantly, Jesus reached out his hand and grabbed him. "You don't have much faith," Jesus said. "Why did you doubt me?" And when they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. And then the disciples worshiped him. "You really are the Son of God," they exclaimed.